Aquarius, welcome back for the Divine Masculine update. Those of you who are new, a very warm welcome. If you haven't subscribed and you wish to, we have live sessions psychically speaking on the channel, which I will put in the community section from here on in when I am live. Also, if you are part of it, generally I do give away a few free readings. Now, there is a new channel that will be launched as of January. Again, the information will be below. And bookings are below also. Okay, let's have a look at where the twin flame journey is with your divine and masculine. Okay, past tense. They were having to use a lot of strength in order to cope with the direct situation. Again, separately, it could be that they were dealing with a Leo energy. Okay, currently. Again, they're dealing with legalities and contracts. A lot of the frequency that's coming through, especially through the reads, are directly connected to the Venus retrograde. This month very much, especially moving where Jupiter is moving into its own home sign. There's a lot of karmic endings coming through, so I'll try and open these a little bit earlier so that everyone can see them, but we'll wait and see. Now, there is a balance coming through, and it can be where they're directly dealing with an injustice, contracts, having to move home, having to tie up loose ends, but trying to bring the balance back as well. There's an injustice dynamic going on. Future tense, they may take a leap of faith in relation to, you know, having to deal with the 3D of what life is. Currently speaking, how others are influencing them, it's actually helping them to have the forward motion, okay? And again, this is very much what I was talking about with the Sagittarius frequency coming through of the transfer of the ego to a more humbling state, is that having the courage to actually stand up for themselves and have a new mindset, which is their own mindset, very separately to any egoic influences coming through in their life. The movement that they'll have will be letting go of this karmic cycle, letting go and actually realizing that, you know, in order to have balance in their life, they need to leave a pattern. It could be a person, a workplace, a mindset. Whatever it is, they're going to have to let behind. They're well aware of what it is and what they're needing to do. Yeah, it's something that hasn't been working for a while. They've been aware that it hasn't been working. But the courage that they've had, they're really wavering. You know, the movement is coming, but the reason the movement is coming is due to the fact that they're tired of working or dealing with the current 3D situation. Now, for them actually physically moving forward, they've learned all they need to know. They don't want to know any more about this situation. They're finding that if it's a person they're dealing with, a karmic, they feel they never learned their lesson. They feel they're repeating this pattern. So they're having an awareness of this and they're actually letting this frequency go. Okay, your life, how they're seeing you, their thoughts towards you. They feel maybe in the past that you or them weren't ready and that you were aware of this. Again, the energies can bounce back and forward, especially when we're thinking of each other. They also feel that you've been very brave moving forward due to circumstances that occurred in the past. In your current position, they find you to be very brave as well. They also feel that, you know, in the future, they're concerned of discord coming. And they may be, let's have a look why. Maybe due to what has happened in their life and a frequency that they're temporarily going through. Okay. This is either you or them not being ready for the reunion. In the past, something wasn't balanced already. Maybe you weren't ready for something that hadn't ended, something that hadn't tied up. It can go either side. But either you were thinking about it, the fact that they know that this is what your mindset was with the behavior, the actions, or whatever transpired. So they have this awareness of that when they're directly thinking about you. And with your position being strong, the reason is they feel the frequency of you not waiting, and that's what's pivoting them forward. They're having this awareness that they're running out of time. in the future, the discord is if they don't directly do something soon, they feel they won't have this happy outcome. They feel they've left it too long. They're wondering if it's too late to actually communicate. They're also thinking of the fact that if they can't get their shit in order, so to speak, moving into Christmas, I'm hearing, which is celebrations, there would be a bit of discord. So they can feel the pump. Yeah, to provide you with this offer, depending on what has transpired in your journey. Okay, their feelings towards you. One or the other went outside of the connection, or their fear is you could possibly do that to them. Could be due to past tense behavior or previous partners that have done this to you or them again, and they don't want to repeat that karmic cycle. What they are seeing is they're really following their instincts when it comes to the future and what to do. They're trusting more in what they know to be, and they're trusting in their 3D life, what they're physically seeing in front of them and what they're having inside. And it is making them melancholy thinking of you. Okay, they're intense towards you, which is interesting. This is the second time that, look, this frequency, their intention is they want to have the world with you, but they also want this situation to be very abundant. It can also be that they're trying to get their finances in order. And this is during the time frame of the Venus retrograde moving through to Jupiter moving into Sagittarius. This keeps coming through too. They're trying to do the work so they don't have to do the work. Does that make sense? Getting things in order so that there's nothing to sidetrack them from this direct path. They're very direct. They're like, I'm not working on what doesn't work for me. And it's not even just working for them. It's almost, I'm hearing, lesson learned. Okay, the possible outcome is that something in a sense of a conversation or movement will provide them with an aspect of hope. How they feel about the past, that they had a false start with you. What they wish to see change is the arguments. You know, they want to see this balanced out where there's no arguments. They also don't like the frequency of where they're currently at. They want to end the conflict. They don't want to be your enemy. They feel in the past perhaps they were. They want you to know that they're loyal. The actions they're taking, again, is really seeing the truth of what people are now. And perhaps for some of them where they were focused too much on finances. But again, being too concerned of the status. And if they do directly have an egoic frequency connected to their image or who they are, they're directly rectifying it so that they don't have that as a means to hinder them from moving forward in a correct fashion. Because it's just not working for them anymore, okay? It's not doing them any service. Okay, in relation to contact, what are their thoughts? Do we need to say anything more? They're rushing on in. They think, they feel they need to move. They have this feeling they're running out of time. Their mindset of how others are influencing you, Divine Feminine, they're helping you be the bold person you are, and they're concerned because this is triggering them. They're seeing it, how your frequency's picked up and that other people are starting to take notice. They didn't think you were able to have this transformation. And they're hoping that yeah, they see you having a lot more fun. They also see your movement to be very responsible. You're taking accountability. You're being careful with the people that you talk to. Okay, in their life connected to finances, they're taking a mature approach. Also, it can be that in their financial domain, if they were within a karmic relationship, they're leaving that behind. At an emotional level, it can be that they're communicating with people in relation to you of how to deal with the situation, but they do want to have communication with you. Moving forward, they want to have this fresh start without falseness. I'm going to pull a clarifier on that. Your finances. There might have been a shift between you and them with finances in the past. Also connected for some of you, a karmic, and you not trusting the direct connection. So they know either at an emotional or an abundant level you're being cautious. They also know that they feel that you are a very happy person to be around. When it comes to love, they are happier with you. But they're, again, concerned that perhaps you won't feel the same any longer. The path forward. They still hope that you think of them. And that you do still want that happy ending. Interesting read, guys. Okay, tell me how it resonates for those of you, if you do have contact. Again, many times these frequencies come through in a mindset first before direct action. So hold true, and I'll talk to you soon.